guys, welcome to my first day of back to school week. So this week I am talking all things back to homeschool. We're talking curriculum choices, family subjects, schedules, schoolrooms, all sorts of stuff. So make sure you're here every day this week if you are getting started with homeschooling or if you're gearing up for next year. Also, at the end of every video this week will be a giveaway. So every single day this week, you have the opportunity to win a giveaway, something for you, something for your homeschool, all sorts of different stuff. So make sure you stick around. So today I am sharing our family curriculum choices. I have found that a lot of the curriculum that we formerly purchased individually, so like a second grade history and a fourth grade history, can really be combined into a family study. And this can be true for elementary all the way through high school. I remember going to a convention and sitting in on some sessions with Sonia Schaefer, who writes the Simply Charlotte Mason curriculum. And she gave some great advice in regards to narration and dictation and how to do family subjects together. So her advice was, say you're reading a passage to all of your students, and this could be kindergarten all the way through high school, and then you are ready to have them narrate back to you. You start with the younger students and have them give you a couple of details. And as you go through each older student, you have them give you the details the younger student had given you, and also add some more details till you get all the way up to your high schoolers, middle and high schoolers, and you're having them give you back some complete sentence or complete paragraphs, or you're having them doing some written narration and things along those lines. So it's just about having a higher expectation as their age goes up. And we do this very similarly, say, with using Story of the World. So I will read them the chapter. My little guy will just be doing the coloring page, and all I'm asking for him to do, and he's preschool, all I'm asking for him to do is just tell me what he's coloring. And then with my older students, I'll read them the questions, and I'll also have them narrate. And then my oldest, I'll also have her do a written narration and to draw a picture or anything like that. So you can really do this with all of your students, and they're never really too young to sit in the schoolroom with you, unless you're talking about a sensitive topic, of course. But I really believe most subjects can be done, with the exception of like reading and math, as a family with a higher expectation as their age goes up. And also not putting too much pressure on the younger students. So that being said, most of our subjects are family subjects. We only have a few individual subjects, and I'm going to share those later on in the week. So getting started here, let's start with, well, I just mentioned Story of the World. So for history, we do Story of the World, and we're on to Story of the World Volume 3, which is Early Modern Times. So history we've done with a friend for a few years now. One of my girlfriends, our kids are very close and our families are very close. I will put a link up here to my video about how to homeschool with friends, just because it's not as easy as it sounds, just saying, oh, just pick a friend and do school. You really have to make sure that they're friends who you have a very similar homeschooling style to, not just a friendship with. That being said, we meet once a week and do the projects. We alternate who does and provides the materials for each project and whose house we're meeting at. And then for the remainder of the week, we're reading the chapter for the next time we get together. For this, we have always used the book and the activity guide. We don't use the testing books or anything like that as of yet. So we're excited to be on Volume 3 now. For science, we are switching it up. We have only ever used Apologia, basically. This year we're moving to a unit study type of science. So one of the things that we're using kind of as our main resource for these unit studies will be the Good and the Beautiful science, but that's not all we're using. So I'm kind of using it as reference, and I'm going to be pulling in a lot of Usborne books because they have some great science reference books. Some library resources, some games, some activities from Teachers Pay Teachers. There's just so much out there, and I'm finally at the point where I'm more comfortable kind of building my own units versus needing a curriculum to assist me. So I know for sure we're going to start our school year with their safety unit. This is just to kind of get the ball rolling on having a time for science. I think we're going to kind of have an easy transition into school this year. So instead of hitting the ground running, we're going to add things in and build on things until maybe mid-August, where I think we'll be really doing everything. So the safety unit is nice because I don't think it will be as intensive as some of the other units we're going to be doing. One of the other units is going to be their human body unit. My kids are so excited about that. I can't wait to share all of the resources I've found for this. And I will be sharing that sometime mid to late August. I'm talking about games and activities and books and all sorts of stuff for that unit. And then I know we're going to be doing the Anthropods unit at some point this school year. When is kind of up to my kids in our nature studies. So speaking of, we are also going to be using the Good and the Beautiful's Nature Notebook along with the Simply Charlotte Mason Nature Journal, which is something that we've used off and on for years. Mostly for our nature study, we use our own blank notebooks. But anytime that I need to pull in something or I'm kind of stumped as far as where to begin, I think we will pull in this nature notebook and a little bit of the Charlotte Mason Journaling A Year in Nature. We also have the Handbook of Nature Study, but I'm really looking forward to using this. This looks beautiful. It's got a lot of writing prompts and kind of idea starters here. So I'm looking forward to using this, especially for my younger two. We are also going to be doing habit training this year. If you saw my video from a few days ago, then you know that's going to be our focus in school this year. A lot of these things are a part of our morning basket, which I will be sharing our morning basket monthly through the school year. So even though it looks like we're doing a lot of different curriculum, it's kind of rotating through our morning basket, so it's not as scheduled as it may seem. But one of the things that we're going to be using this year is Laying Down the Rails for Children. Just laying down the rails in general from Simply Charlotte Mason. I'm really looking forward to this. This is where I plan to give the most of my effort, put the most of my effort this school year is on habit training. So I'm sure I will have a full video for you here soon on how it's going, how it works and all that. For our Bible study, we are still using the Picture Smart Bible, which I shared a couple days ago as well. There's a discount code. I'll put it in the description box below for 50% off if you're interested. We love our Picture Smart Bible. It has become our favorite family subject together. And a quick overview, if you didn't see my other video, it is a Bible curriculum versus a Bible study. It gives an overview of each book of the Bible and the key characters, themes, concepts of each book of the Bible. And it leaves room for you as the parent to fill in the gaps as far as the spiritual truths that you believe in. So it's less of a Bible study and more of a Bible curriculum, which is super helpful to kind of give your kids an overview of the entire Bible. They illustrate their own page for each book of the Bible. So by the end of the curriculum, they have their own illustrated Bible. Super neat. Sticking with the Bible theme, for memory work, we are still doing our hymn study. We're also going to revisit the Simply Charlotte Mason scripture memory note cards. Those are free on her website, and I will put a link for those below as well. We just didn't do so well with these a couple of years ago. I think I was trying to bring in too much at once. So we're going to revisit this. This is going to be the new memory work that we're bringing in this school year. So we've been doing hymn study for a few years. We've been going through the books of the Bible for a few years. I'm ready to bring in those scripture memory note cards. I'm looking forward to seeing how my kids have grown over the last couple of years and if we're ready to bring it in now. For art, and I'm super excited about this, we're going to be using Yellow Spot Sun Architects of the Ancient World. It's been a couple of years since we've done the ancient civilization study for Story of the World, and my boys are super interested in some of the ancient world type of stuff. They've been play-based learning with some ancient stuff for a while now, so I figured since it's going to be a couple more years until we cycle back through the ancient world, it's a good time to bring this in. I know that if you are in CC, that you guys are cycling through this time in history right now, so this would be a great resource for you. I love her art bundles. We used Drawing Americana last school year. This is one that I do with them, so this is one that we truly do as a full family. So this goes through the 7 wonders of the ancient world. There's drawing lessons, there's painting lessons, there's video lessons, so you don't really have to do any of the teaching yourself if you're not comfortable with that. I'm totally not comfortable teaching art, but I'm definitely comfortable learning it. So I love the way that Marissa does these lessons. There's all sorts of different bundles that she has, but this might be the one that I'm most excited about. So we're going to be using Architects of the Ancient World this year. For geography, we are going to continue using Material World and Hungry Planet. So last year we were studying Europe. This year we're going to be studying North America. So we'll still be referencing Hungry Planet and Material World as we need to, but as far as map drills and memory work, we're going to start the first semester doing the United States. I want my kids to have all the states memorized, and then the second semester we're going to do all of the rest of North America. So I'm talking about everything, all south of us, all north of us. I want my kids to know that North America is more than just the United States, and I don't really think they have a good grasp on that right now. I also think that since our history is going to be going through some of the more modern times and pulling in more of America than it did in years prior, it's a good time for us to do this as a family. And I just think that my kids have finally caught on with our family's travel bug, and they are starting to really understand crossing state lines and life beyond Florida. And so I think it's a really good time to start bringing in the actual states. So specifically for the first semester, we're going to be using a lot of this, the 50 states. Usborne also has a ton of resources. A lot of their new release books have to do with the 50 states, so I'm going to be ordering some of those as well. So when I have that whole unit planned out, I'll do a video on that as well. As far as the rest of the family subjects that we do, like I said, a lot of things get pulled into our morning basket, but they're not curriculum we're going to be using for the full year, so I didn't want to overwhelm you and share all of that right now. I just kind of wanted to hit the main family subjects that we're doing this year. But there are some things like handicrafts and literature-based lessons that I plan to bring in throughout the year. You guys know I'm a big fan of 5 in a row, so every now and then we'll take a break from our morning basket and we'll just do 5 mornings of a book, which is super fun. And then also our handicraft this upcoming school year, I hope will be gardening. I know that sounds like exciting for some of you. It's not the most exciting thing for me. My kids have been asking to do it for so long, and we just have a lot of outdoor responsibilities right now. My kids have really gathered a collection of animals. So we basically have a petting zoo, and so I think with us being outside a lot, doing our chores as far as the animals go, that it would just be a good year for us to work on some gardening. So I'm not necessarily talking about food gardening. I'm wanting to do some plants and flowers. Those are things that the kids are super interested in. We've been in this house for 5 years, and I've never really done anything besides maintain what the previous owners have done. So it's time for us to branch out. One of the books that I got is this Totally Crazy Easy Florida Gardening. It's written for the very simple-minded gardeners like me. So I really kind of need this from the basics kind of a book. So I think that it'll be good for both my kids and I, because I would say we're both starting at the same point as far as our gardening knowledge goes. So those are some of our family subjects. You'll have to let me know in the comments below what your family subjects are, or what subjects you hope to bring your whole family together on. If you guys are using some of the same curriculum, or if you're using completely different curriculum, I would like to know. In a couple of days, I'll be sharing, like I said, our individual studies. So I'm talking about math and reading and things like that. So make sure you're here for that. And now I'm gonna get to today's giveaway. Today's giveaway is an art bundle of your choice from Yellow Spot Sun. So any bundle on her website, the ones I'm showing you here, Architects of the Ancient World, Drawing Americana, Color Theory with the Impressionists. She also has Art Through the Eyes of the American Woman. These were really fun for us to complete as a family. I loved participating with my kids. Everything that you need is digital. So this is actually open internationally. She's also given me a discount code to share with you guys, so that is also in the description box below, along with the Rafflecopter to enter. There's a few different ways to enter, so make sure you check that out. Thank you so much, Marissa, for hosting this giveaway. I cannot wait to see what the winner chooses. There are so many options, and this has been a really fun curriculum for all of my kids and myself. So good luck, you guys. So good luck, you guys. Thank you again to Marissa from Yellow Spot Sun for hosting this giveaway. I cannot wait to see who wins and what you guys choose. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another back to school video. Bye.